So that being said, you know, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. Listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize.
Peace to the gods and earth.
They never say peace to the gods and the flat earth.
Mic check.
1, 2.
We back in this bitch.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me because I slapped the shit out with you.
Son,
We not even live. Nobody can stop.
Yeah, but that's not what we doing right now.
We is.
Man.
We popping niggas across their mouth.
Son,
and speaking of somebody who needs
old school. Just slap niggas for nothing. we not doing that.
Nah, we not doing nothing like that.
Cool, son.
The title of this video is member of the F.O.I. reacts to Lord Jamar going back to on Vlad TV. It was sad. I said the same shit. It's almost
Yes.
It was sad.
It's down bad, son.
Thumbs down, nigga.
What the hell's going on? And I had filmed a video with Vlad over the COVID. I did a new video with him because I had no idea what was going on. Right? What happened? I had no idea what was going on. I was like, okay. And so then Royce the 5'9" sent me a message. Then Elijah sent me a message. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And then Vlad calls me and goes, hey, man, I just want to ask, is everything cool? I just want to know. I just want to make sure that everything's cool, you know. And I was like, yeah. I said, what the fuck? So you're sending me messages.
I just want to know if anything's cool.
He did the Vlad impression.
Why they calling you Godfrey?
Nation Islam sending me messages. I'm like, and then some other DMs like, you gonna still tap dance for that fucking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then Jamar goes, yo, we gotta talk to Vlad about this shit, about this something he said about the minister, blah blah blah.
Oh, he's talking about, so this is Godfrey
This
talking
the kickoff.
about
This is when it kicked
when
off.
it first jumped off.
Yes.
This is how Lord Jamar approached Godfrey about the whole situation.
Yes, and his response to it.
Right.
Yes.
So, okay, so that's why he was like, Vlad calling everything cool.
Right, because he said people, like he said, Royce, shout out to Royce at 5'9". He said, Royce 5'9", he said a Muslim brother reached out to him like, yo, what's going on? Godfrey didn't even know what was going on, what was said.
Right. You fucking with this bitch ass nigga? So they put it, they put the pressure on Godfrey.
Yeah.
Turns out they did. I thought he did, but he might have felt that way. He may have agreed. Yeah. That's why people called him, because they know, you know, he Black Power.
And then Vlad calls me and goes, hey, man, I just want to ask, is everything cool? I just want to know. I just want to make sure.
Is everything cool?
Everything's cool, you know. And I was like, yeah. I said, what the fuck? So you're sending me messages. Nation Islam sending me messages. I'm like, and then some other DMs like, you gonna still tap dance for that fucking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then Jamar goes, yo, we gotta talk to Vlad about this shit, about this something he said about the minister, blah, blah, blah. I said, you mean the speech that he did over there? I go, well, what did he say? He said, the minister said this. I said, no, he did not say that. Why would he lie about that? So we called him on a conference call, and then, you know, we decided to agree to disagree. And then Jamar's like, all right, you gonna stand on your shit, we gonna stand on our shit, we out. So that was when it all.
God was like, we.
Yeah, I'm taking the helm. Lord Jamar, I'm taking the helm. I got this.
He in charge of black people, he thinks.
Yeah,
started, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't been there since.
I was looking at because I ain't tapped into Vlad, but I've been watching, you know, last week since Jamar, Lord Jamar been on there, and watched a couple of episodes, and it was cringe. It was like fingernails on the chalkboard.
Yeah, nigga, that shit's sad. Did you actually watch the episode?
Well, I didn't watch the episode, but I saw the insert.
Little insert, nigga. That shit's sad, son. Word. That's sad. He might as well been holding on to his bottom of his leg, like
like his pants leg.
No, like you know how like you hug your dad, and you try to walk. Not my dad. I didn't have one, but if you
stop, son, don't do that, son. Don't do your
but you know what I'm saying? You know how you see kids like daddy. That's how he look.
They cool. Because my thing is, I even said I don't have a problem talking to you, but I'm not going back on the show. It's just I'm not doing that. That's not. I made my decision, And just the optics would be crazy if I was like, all right, now that would have been real fucked up. I'd have been like, is you?
You heard what he just said? The optics would be real crazy if I went back on the show after what was said.
After what was said.
It's real simple.
Coupled with not only what was said, what you declared.
Right. You stand on it. You're a man.
Stand on it.
Yeah. Hey, so who are we? We ain't nobody, man.
You ain't my baby, baby, please don't let me down. You know what I'm saying? A woman is a creature that's always been I'd have been like, hey, Cam, I'm sorry. But
Godfrey stupid, son.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if he would have, like, if we would have settled it right there in that window, then it would have been different. Like, okay, you showing respect. That's cool, because you had Nick Cannon. You had Nick Cannon apologize when he said stuff about your people, and you're not even practicing what you're an A.
He did. At one point, Nick Cannon, they said some anti-Semitic things, comments. And Vlad basically jumped on that bandwagon like, look, man, you can't say that, man, about my people, whatever. Right. And Nick Cannon apologized. He was like, man, I'm sorry, man.
You can't even mention them. In fact, the last video we did got flag yellowed.
Right. Can't mention.
Probably for the J word.
Right. You can't. Right. Can't even say the J word,
the F word, the other F word.
Right. Or the alphabet people word.
None of them words.
Can't get it.
You can't put more than 3 colors together because you know what that makes.
Son, cut it.
But you stood on your, like, oh, those are my people. So as soon as you insult our people, who you make money off of,
Right.
all of a sudden, now the humanity is gone. We're just there for monetary reasons.
Sure.
You know, so I was like, I had to stand on my morals and go, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But
and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I always thought it was odd that not necessarily Godfrey. I didn't understand when I first started seeing Godfrey on Vlad TV how pro-black he was, but I definitely always thought it was odd that Lord Jamar was on there.
A little bit.
It always just seemed like, that's interesting.
Right. Of all the other hosts that he have on there, but you got the God on there. The God on there with
just chopping up about whatever. Like even when Tariq go on there, he be challenging Vlad and all that other stuff.
He like they homeboys, like they chill, post up together, wash cars together on the weekend or something.
People.
and
Did he ever hit you up or no?
I saw I never got the text. I saw a text. He wants to talk. I don't mind talking to the dude.
Yeah, just
I
not
don't
doing the show.
hate the dude. I just not doing that.
Yeah, you're not doing it.
So he reached out for you?
What do you say?
So he reached out for you after he saw you at Big Boy?
Yeah, he reached out to me eventually, and I don't think I saw the text, because sometimes
But you also change your numbers.
But he ain't reached out to Lord Jamar.
Right. No, he ain't. Right. He ain't.
If he reached out to Lord Jamar, that would have made more sense.
A little bit.
It still would have looked crazy.
He reached out to Godfrey.
Right.
He reached out to Godfrey. Godfrey like,
Right, because he was like, fuck Lord Jamar, nigga, you must set this shit off. Plus your views, you ain't even getting that many views any goddamn way.
Man.
I changed my number. Yeah, I changed. Right. So I could have been
So
like,
he chased you down like Lord Jamar chased him down.
Right. You took it exactly.
slow down. Hey, baby, you just look at this. Because it all started when we
Pressed him. Pressed him like
When y'all had him
we
on
were
the
talking about the flat Earth. Did you see any of the flat Earth shit?
oh yeah, that was the most hilarious yet sad.
So, son, they got the same format set up where they got the brothers set up big. What you saying, like Dave, how they had it set up?
Yeah, that's
like
how Dave ruined. That's how Dave ruined them on Big in the background.
We've seen multiple pilots say that it's
So Dave,
black.
so who's gonna go first? Tell us, Dave, why you are against what he believes. How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with, like, middle school level physics.
Really?
So, yeah, we can go ahead and you can
Let's
rattle off your
do it.
debate talking points.
Do you have a
I'll tell you how
working
you're
model
wrong.
of a ball that has water sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a
Okay,
working model
wet
of that?
A tennis ball.
But, yes, wet.
It has
and
nothing to
that,
do
but
with
no.
anything.
That's
What
not
do
water
you even-
sticking to
what
a
does that
ball.
even mean?
That's saturation of water on the ball.
So
I want you to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball as it spins. It doesn't go to the equator of the ball and spin off.
I heard what you said.
Show me a working model, sir. Hang on.
You said something very stupid.
Show me a working model.
Okay. The reason that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth. So when you're talking about water sticking to a ball, your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists.
No.
Things fall to the ground.
There is density and buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not some magical thing that makes things drop to the ground. It depends the medium that it is in. If I drop something in this water, depending on how heavy it is, it's going to sink or float.
Wait, I want you all to talk. But
density
I want to hear both.
First of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talk about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in this room, I'd be smacking the shit out of him right now.
First of all,
okay,
it's all bullshit.
Right, sir? You know that, right?
Start breaking down basic fucking science.
Right, the Lord Jamar, he got mad, he got upset, basically he wanted to fight him. He started cussing.
I've seen in an awful long time. Professor Dave.
No.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy because I was really worried about bringing Dave on because Dave's a white dude. And I really didn't want to put him in a position where, he got spanked by this white,
destroyed by the devil,
dude. Because
so he said,
right.
I'm real tight with Chuck Nice, and Chuck Nice does Neil's podcast. But we couldn't. Neil was just so busy he couldn't fit it in, and so I knew Dave because I was watching his content, and I was like, all right, let's do this. But I was really worried that they were going to be like, oh, Dante hooked up this white with his, you know what I mean? Because it could have went. But he jumped out the window so hard, so early, that nobody was like, oh, he's a white. You couldn't even go, he's a white dude. You got like, come on, dog.
But if you supreme intelligence, it should make a difference.
You gotta be nice with yours. You gotta be nice with it. You gotta be swift.
Right.
The guard wasn't quick with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what he was. The Earth is flat. And,
right.
At the end of
that's less brain power. What you saying? That's what the lessons teach us. I'm just saying. I ain't making it up.
I go, will you debate this dude? He goes, of course I will. I'll debate anybody. He's like, I'm the smartest.
That's what he's supposed to say.
Right.
But it wasn't true, though.
White or black, though. I don't care who you are. He said the Earth is flat.
Right. It's ridiculous.
I don't care who you are.
He's unintelligent.
Could have been a 6-year-old.
But it's even worse when you come from a perspective that you
I'm
feel
intelligent black man.
Yeah. Not only that, but just some of the more extreme parts of the nation that weak and wicked and all that other stuff like that to be defeated in that manner.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's real bad, son.
In the world. He's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an actor. He's an actor. SAG card. He's an actor. He has a SAG card. Right?
Does a SAG card immediately invalidate your intelligence?
But Neil deGrasse Tyson is the real deal.
Physics.
Carl Sagan was his mentor, who was an astronomer, please. So he goes out, and so when we brought him on, I didn't know he was going to say, fuck that motherfucker. I didn't know the dude didn't even get on the screen yet. He's like, man, fuck that motherfucker. I smacked the shit out of him. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, we're talking about the shape of the planet.
Yeah.
Right. This ain't a beat. This ain't Crips and Bloods, nigga. Fuck shit.
So that's what it is, man.
This nigga's a thug over shape. That's crazy.
Man, fuck all that geometric shit, son. I don't give a fuck right now.
He's slapping.
For real, that's the energy he brought.
He did.
Before Dave even was.
Yeah. Before he started to get under his skin.
No, he was saying, I don't give a fuck who you bringing all that before they even saw Dave.
I slapped.
They ain't even called Dave's phone yet. He ain't even link in and none of that shit.
And Dave was like, man, I don't know. You'll never see me.
Right.
You'll never see me. I'm in North Dakota somewhere.
You mad as you want, nigga.
I'm in Iceland.
Over a square. That's wild.
Don't tell me it's a parallelogram of this bitch. I swear to God, son.
Geometry must have traumatized the fuck out of
him. He said, what is a parallelogram?
Right. Everything he asked him, what is gravity?
What is gravity? Just basic.
How do you define?
Right.
And it's no shame in not knowing the answer
Right.
to these questions, but to stand there and pretend you're a scientist and
Nah.
you're nothing like that is crazy.
So, son, what happened? He resorted to violence.
He resorted to violence.
He resorted
which
to
made
violence.
him look even
worse. Yeah,
smaller.
Yeah, it's bad.
So after that,
and let's be honest, the 5%ers, they talk about the roundness, the sphere of the earth, the mathematics of the
I
earth.
forgot about that. Right? You talk about circumferences and cycles.
No doubt.
Nigga, this is basic shit.
This is from the earth to the moon, earth to the sun.
Right. Well, you said they was all dinner plates.
He didn't say that, man. Stop, man.
Gods and
Peace to the gods and earth.
They never say peace to the gods and the flat earth.